I have a full-time day job, so running a Pokemon shop is really just a passion project for me. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. A lot of days I just get like 1 or 2 orders. Some days I don't have any orders at all. But when Surging Sparks came out, you guys absolutely wiped me out. Obviously, in hindsight, I wish I bought a heck of a lot more into the product, but I was only guaranteed a certain amount of product and I had to upfront all the capital. So I only have so much money to sink into a product. If something goes wrong and people aren't happy with it, I'm stuck with the product. As you can see, I got a lot of product here. You have no idea. Shelves of this stuff. I think about $20,000 worth of product. But I'm just chugging along, making as much profit as I possibly can. I told you guys I would share with you exactly how much profit I made on Surging Sparks. So that's what we're going to cover today. Let's get to it. Running a Pokemon business is definitely not all just fun and games. It certainly has its perks. As a collector, I'm guaranteed to get fairly good prices on any product that I want. It's fun. I love getting the product, getting deals for you guys, selling them at reasonable prices. I'm certainly no expert. I'm learning as I go. I'm sure I'm doing things wrong. I'm sure I could be doing things differently. It'll come in time, just like being a YouTuber. If you want to learn how to do it good, you just got to keep doing it over and over, and you're going to learn every time. I'm definitely not great at that either. People outpace me big time on YouTube, and I just try to keep doing better every time. If you want to help me grow, though, you can definitely like this video and subscribe if you want more content. We talk about Pokemon news. We talk about having a business. We talk about finding product, getting great deals. Whether it's for your own rips or for investing, that's up to you. Personally, when I set out and started a business, my goal was, of course, to make money to fund my Pokemon collecting. I felt like if I could make some money as part of it, I wouldn't feel so guilty just ripping packs and whatnot. Because obviously, I have lots of financial responsibilities. So I figure my normal career is regular family responsibilities. My Pokemon job is, for the fun and games side of things. Anyways, I told you guys I would share exactly what my profits were for Surging Sparks. I certainly wish I bought more. You guys completely wiped me out. I think I put orders up 2 weeks in advance of the set. I know a lot of you have reached out. When are Prismatic Evolutions going to go up? I haven't figured it out yet. Right now, my allocation is so small. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have to limit every product of one product per address out there. So I've been learning some coding from my website in order to try to limit a product to only one per customer. So that's where I'm leaning right now, because as I shared in a previous video, I'm not getting a lot of Prismatic Evolutions. It's a super pathetic amount. And, I asked for way more than they're guaranteeing me. So I'm hoping I'm going to have a lot more. If I get way more, then I'll be able to open it up and just, let people buy whatever they want within reason. But I just wanted to share Surging Sparks today. This is, as part of running a business, you've got to keep track of all these things. This is a spreadsheet dedicated just to Surging Sparks. I do this for every single sale that I have, whether it's on eBay or on my own site. I have to record all this information for every sale. First of all, I got to know what you're buying. I'm tracking here what you paid for shipping, what my shipping costs, what my fees were to Shopify or to eBay, and then what I'm getting in the end. And then I also have to figure out what the product that you bought specifically cost me. So if we look here at line 1, we see that somebody bought 7 items, cost them $157. They got the free shipping. My shipping was $11.70. My fees were $4.88. So in the end, after you subtract my shipping and fees from what you paid me, to me, I got $141.35. my cost for those exact same products was $121.16, which gave me a profit of $20.19. That is a 16.66% return on investment. It cost me $121.16 and I profited $20.19. That means I turned $121 into 141, or a profit of $20. My profit margin, my return on investment was 16.66%. That's absolutely, I'm absolutely fine with that, because you could say I sort of did it in a day, but that's sort of misleading, because, you know, you have to kind of factor every day that you're working. But, you know, like I said, I work a full-time job. If I can take a 20% profit margin, I'm okay with that. I think that's a reasonable amount for me to want to keep doing this and keep trying to do more. It's certainly not a huge amount at the end of the year right now, but I'm hoping to keep, you know, each set over each set, as long as things keep going well, to keep turning profit each time. It's definitely very cool when a set comes out like Surging Sparks, where I just, you know, I basically got $6,500 worth of product from the distributor, and you guys bought all of it, gone, just like that. Super easy. I had to spend maybe 10 hours or so packing everything up nice and neat so that everything was well protected and shipping it off. I had to drive it to, I used both UPS and the United States Postal Service. So because whatever was cheaper for your specific items, I drove to that. I drove packages to both different places the very next day after I got the product to get it out to everybody. So there's time in that. I would say all in all, I'm not really sure how much time let's just call it 10 hours is how much I spent just for Surging Sparks, just on release day and the night before, packing everything up. Certainly I spend time making YouTube videos. You wouldn't even know about my website without them. So there's other stuff in that to factor in. There's a lot of days I sell nothing, and you know, a lot of days, you know, maybe I make $5-10. So at the end of the year, you kind of got to average how much time did you spend each day, and figure that out. But anyways, these are all the orders that I had. You can kind of see my profit margin on every order: 16%, 15, 14. This one here, line 13, I got 28%. That's great. So they actually, it was $152 order, but the shipping was only $565. So that shipping can take a lot and really kill profit margin in the end. You can see down here, I highlighted one. It cost me $26.75 to ship this one particular order. However, it was a huge order. It was $513, and I still ended up with 20.91% profit. You can see some other orders here where I only got like 10.15% and 11.31%, but occasionally I got 27, 28, 25%. So sometimes it's as low as 10%, but sometimes I'm getting closer to 30%. This one order, it was a huge order of 3 packs. I was able to get 35% in the end, which is a phenomenal profit on that, because the shipping was low and the order was high. So here's the overall line down here. For you guys paid $7,221 for product from me. You paid $61 for shipping because some of the orders were under the $150 threshold. I paid $440 for shipping. I hate shipping costs. I mean, you know, you're stuck with it, but I feel like it's going on vacation. I hate paying for a plane ride to go somewhere, because the plane ride is not the vacation. The plane ride is not fun. It's just getting to the place where you're gonna, you know, have a lot of fun and spend a lot of money. So I really try to minimize that shipping. It is definitely crushing. Shopify, the fees are super reasonable. It's like 3% of the order. I'm very happy with that after spending 2 years just selling on eBay, where the fees are about 13 to 14%. It's just crushing. It's very hard to make a profit over on eBay when my profit's about 20% overall and eBay's taking 13%. It's, it's not even worth doing it, to be honest. Now, I just kept plugging along doing it because, even if I'm making 5 to 10%, at least I was making something. I'm doing it out of my house. I'll pack it up after work. I'll send it out with the mailman the next day. At least I'm getting something. So after the shipping and the fees, I got about $6,573. My costs for the exact products in this list were $5,462. So my overall profit, largely this is specifically just for Surging Sparks, although there's a few items in here that people bought. Like here, you can see World Championships decks. They were packed along with a Surging Sparks order. So I just went ahead and factored everything that I shipped out on Surging Sparks Day as part of this, because mostly this is all Surging Sparks. Anyways, my overall profit was $1,110, which was a return on investment of $20, 20%, 20.33%. So I spent $5,462 to get this product. I got a profit of $1,110. That is a return on my investment of $5,400 of 20%. That is, I'm more than happy with that. This is, definitely great. I cannot complain at all about running a business where I'm turning a profit, especially a 20% profit. If you were a stock investor making 20% a year, you're going to be completely happy with that. And so that's why I'm very happy when in the end I make that 20%, even after factoring shipping and everything. Now, I didn't factor in bubble wrap and paper to protect stuff or cardboard boxes. I do try to reuse as much cardboard boxes as I possibly can. So if you get a box from me from Amazon, hey, I like recycling. I'm not going to get rid of that Amazon box. I wish they didn't stamp it with so much Amazon stuff, but it is what it is. That doesn't happen too often, but I hope you don't mind getting an Amazon box now and then, because I'm reusing that cardboard. Cardboard boxes is going to be, you got to buy those. I do have a bunch. I got 10 by 10s, 12 by 12s, some 15 by 12s, just some stuff that's kind of random, but I try to reuse as much boxes as I possibly can. If you buy something sealed that I know that you want, like the Pokemon wrap on it, like a case of ETBs or a case of booster boxes, I'm going to protect that and wrap it in an outside box so that no damage comes to it. Those boxes can be expensive, especially if you're trying to fill a big thing like that. They can be $2 to $3, and that's going to eat up your return on investment as well. So that's where it is. That's Surging Sparks in a nutshell for me. I'm very happy with that. I wish every set was like that. Like I said before, I got over $20,000 worth of product not moving. So, I hope it moves eventually. That's my worry. So yeah, I did fantastic on Surging Sparks. I'm going to do fantastic on Prismatic Evolutions. But, guys, I got to sell that SV 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, products that are in there, those tins and stuff that are hard to move. You got to think about all that stuff. It's, hopefully it sells eventually. There's this looks great on paper. Some of my other stuff, let me look at one thing. Yeah, just double checked. I had an order yesterday that was $250. I'm just gonna say that so that they don't know who it is. I don't want them to feel bad. I'm glad I moved the product, but it was a $250 order. I made $11. That's a 5% return on investment. It a $250 order and I make $11. Like, that happens. But some of this stuff, you know, adventure collections, you can go pick them up at Target for $20. I think I paid $36 a piece. What am I going to do with those? I can only pray that one day they go up, or if, I don't know, I have to write them off eventually. So my point is that there's a risk. Surging Sparks looks great. Prismatic Evolutions looks great, but I'm sitting on a lot of product that doesn't look too great to people and is not moving. Again, though, hopefully the big wins outweigh the losses, and eventually, in the end, there's going to be some profit. We'll see how it goes. This is my journey. If you guys enjoy it, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.